Ha. Thank you, Dolly. By the Bari, I can admit I likes the party. I spent the grip, I swipes the cardi. When I heist on my drip, my pricey got me. I'm the swami.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. Today we will be working with UNICE hair. I have 3 bundles in the closure that I will be bleaching, dyeing, toning, and conditioning for somebody. The texture of this hair is body wave. I like to use B2W Bleach, and I like to take out a couple scoops. Just portion it out depending on how much hair I will be dyeing. Next, you're going to grab your 40 volume developer because we're trying to get this hair as light as possible. You're just going to mix these two together. I like to add developer slowly, like portion by portion, so that I can create the mixture to the consistency that I want. You don't want the consistency to be too watery. You just want it to be just thick enough to really bleach the hair to the lightest. You can see I continue to just add developer until I get the thick consistency that I am looking for. Now the method I'm about to show you guys, this method is called the highlighting method that I use. So as I'm about to show you, I go into the hair and I skip every few pieces of hair just so that I can get the highlighted effect on the actual hair itself. This will help to radiate the colors between blonde and dark brown, which is the actual hair color, for the following step that we're going to do after this. So I'm just going to repeat this on all 3 bundles until I get to the closure. And you're going to separate the hair that you don't plan on dyeing apart from the hair that you do plan on dyeing, and you're going to apply the bleach to that hair. And you really just want to take your time with this because you want to make sure that the gradient of the highlighted hair is it doesn't look too patchy. So just take your time with separating the hair, and then once the hair is separated, you can apply the bleach to the hair that you plan to highlight. And make sure you are covering all portions of the hair that you are dyeing to prevent blotting.
Tell me what you want to do. They shooting in the parking lot, everybody get low. They shooting in the parking lot, they ain't where you want to go. Now stand by soldier, and let the work the motherfucking hands like I told you. Stand by soldier, and let the work the motherfucking hands like I told you. To the ATM jam, tell me what you want to do. They shooting in the parking lot, everybody get low. They shooting in the parking lot, they ain't where you want to go. Now stand by soldier, and let the work the motherfucking hands like I told you. Stand by soldier, and let the work the motherfucking hands like I told you.
So once I finish dyeing all of the hair, I like to let it sit for 30 to 40 minutes so it reaches its lightest potential of dyeing to the lightest blonde it can.
Thank you, Dolly. By the Barbie, I can admit I likes the party. I spent the grip, I swipes the cardi. When I high summer drip, my pricey got me. I'm the swami, I feel hip cat. I'm freaky fit that I can rip that. Ice on the wrist like ice a fish jet. When I like with a bitch that spicy, get that.
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get.
Then we are on to the closure. I like to treat the closure differently. I like to part it as if it is a scalp. So I lay the closure down and I start from the bottom, parting it, just like it's as if you were getting your hair highlighted in the salon.
With that head or get that won't be with the official with that whole skis. Let me see each other wish that with that long.
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. And you a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do.
I like to do this method where I stroke the hair so that it doesn't create a straight line and it looks more professionally done and balayaged. So I'm just going to continue to part the closure off, doing the same process till I get to the top of the closure.
What you wanna do? I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in.
And once I get halfway through the closure, I like to part the closure down the middle because the person who will be wearing this hair will have a middle part. And I like to continue the same steps going from the sides of the closure till I get to the middle part.
Just stand by soldier and let the work the motherfucking ass like I told you. Stand by soldier and let the work the motherfucking ass like I told you.
So after leaving it the dye in for 30 minutes, this is the outcome from the first set of bleaching the hair. I shampooed the hair with Shimmer lights and then conditioned it for 10 minutes and then rinsed it out. And I'm just going to re-bleach the whole entire bundles with 30 volume developer and bleach again. So this way, this helps to create the real highlighted effect and the colors blend together. This is what the closure looks like after doing the same process to it, and I'm just going to repeat the same process as I did on the bundles on the closure, and I'm going to re-dye the whole closure as well. But you want to make sure that you're doing a beige effect to it because you don't want for it to be a straight line. And I'm not a cosmetologist. This is just what works for me when I dye my hair. And then I just let the bleach sit in the closure and the bundles for 30 minutes until the bleach has helped the hair to process to the slightest blonde that it can, using 30 volume developer. 30 volume developer is optional. You can decide to use 40 volume developer, but I do not want to over process the hair to the point where it cannot get back to its original texture. And after bleaching it, I re-shampoo the hair with Shimmer shampoo, and I recondition it for another 10 minutes just so that I could give the hair a break. And I towel dry the hair after each process instead of blow drying it. And I didn't want the hair to be bleached all the way to the roots, so I just lightly touched part of the roots, not fully bleaching the whole roots because I wanted it to have a slight ombre effect.
I got racks at ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks at ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. And don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks at ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks at.
So this is what the hair looks like after bleaching it a second time. As you can see, the second part of processing helped the hair to lift from black to a lightish brown. So now I'm just going to grab my 30 volume developer and I'm going to use T15 Wella Toner as well as I'm going to use T14 Wella Toner, and I'm going to mix these two together. I'm going to do one part of the toners and 2 parts of developer. And I'm just going to apply this to the hair because I would like to get rid of the brassy tones, the brassy undertones that have been left in the hair after bleaching them. So you're just going to want to mix the toner and the develop together until you get a thick consistency. And you're just going to want to start from the bottom, working your way up just so that the ends get toned the most because that tends to be the brassiest parts of the hair. So apply as much product as possible and cover the hair as much as possible so it is all evenly toned out at the end. And I just repeat the same process to the closure. And what I also like to do is I like to bleach the knots while I have bleached the second part of the closure, as well as when I tone the closure itself. I also like to tone the lace part of the closure, so this helps to get it on a more of a less brassy side. And this is the finished product of the closure. The hair has lifted and has toned out, and it is this nice ombre roots blonde, ashy blonde color that I was hoping to achieve. And here are the bundles as well. It is a highlighted ashy blonde tone color after toning it and shampooing it with Shimmer shampoo and conditioning it again for the 3rd time. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Tell me what you wanna do.
Nice suburb, white's the fur. I'm in the house like nice suburb.